A very good morning to you. Welcome to my world. Yes, beautiful people. I know it's been a week. Last time we met, yes, I did bring Hope Christopher here. And moms, I hope you did learn so much about how you can be super moms. Of course, leveraging the fact that you're using everything within you to find yourself. Well, this program is where we introduce and bringing people who are changing the narrative in their little corner of the world, making of course, sure that all that they do is being reported live here on radio. And of course, I want to say today we are going deep because, of course, we are helping you to answer the question. Of course, especially for people who have suffered trauma, those who have been broken one way or the other, those who are also telling themselves at this point, I don't think I want to go on anymore. We will help you this morning to find yourself from pieces to wholeness. Of course, finding healing when life seems to have, maybe how we put it in pidgin, scattered you and in such a way that you don't even know where to go anymore. Well, this morning I have someone with me who would definitely help us to show you the light. Now, I have someone who's been in this business trying to help broken people, trying to help young people, old people find a purpose, trying to help them heal. She has been doing this for so much that I even can call her a guru in that regard. Well, I have Chinwemma Essien with me, and yes, we're having this conversation live on Zoom also. You can also join us. I have the link on my Facebook page at IDARA-MEDIA. You can go there and just join us live. If you have questions for her this morning, you are most welcome to do so. Good morning to you, Chinwemma. Nice to have you here.
Good morning, Idara. It's such a delight to be on your show this morning, and well done on the great job that you're doing. Thank you for having me.
Nice. See the way I'm blushing just to hear well done from someone as pretty as you are. Okay, so because of my listeners this morning, I'm very sure they are really gearing to go. Now let's start by asking. Now, when we hear life feels scattered, what comes to mind for you who have been in this business of healing people? When somebody comes to you and tells you for the first time, I feel like my life has scattered, what's the first thing that comes to you?
So when we hear life is scattered, what comes to mind is people may have experienced different things. And many times, as we know, life does not ask for permission before it throws lemons at us. So sometimes we don't even see it coming. A lot of things that happen to people are just out of their control. Sometimes they might be also from choices that people have made, maybe made poor choices out of ignorance, and that has, they've got their fingers burnt. Or all the times it can actually be from unhealed wounds, which could be traced to their childhood. I usually say that every human being that you come across is a product of their upbringing, the environment that they've spent their lives, and significant emotional experiences that they've had. So these all sums up to make up where, people find themselves at different seasons or stages in their lives. Sometimes it can be inner conflicts where people are not quite aligning with who they really are. There is this sort of lack of clarity of identity and of purpose. So that usually brings this inner conflict, sometimes unexpected disruptions in life. Like I said, life will not ask you, oh, what do you want me to do today? You can lose a loved one. Parents can get divorced and it can be messy, and that affects a child. It could be children experiencing even trauma from being abused as a child. Sometimes even adults these days get abused. So it's so many things that can make people find themselves in that space where they feel, you know what, my life is not making sense. So, yeah.
Now, if for instance, yes, I've heard you this morning, and also I'm going through my phase. At one point, do I need to tell myself at this juncture, I think I need healing? At what point in all of this?
Okay, so the thing is, when as a human being, I'll try and use myself as an example. Sometimes people even need healing and they don't even know about it. Yeah, that's the thing. It's being in this place of denial or this place of lack of understanding where you don't even know what's happening to you. You don't even know.
Mm.
Life is not adding up. It's not making sense. There are people, they might have on the outside, these people look like they have it all together. But when you go into your own closet, you know that I don't feel fulfilled. I'm not happy. That inner peace isn't there.
Mm.
Or sometimes you're even doubting yourself so much. Other times you see it displaying as low self-esteem, lack of confidence, people waiting for others' external validation to be able to take a step forward and say, okay, I think I can do this. So many times I see trauma speak in people's lives as low self-esteem. I see it speak as people just second guessing themselves or having these disempowering or self-defeating beliefs that people hold of themselves. And when you start engaging in a conversation, or if you're an individual who find yourself in that position, you know then that I think something needs to happen to me. I need to change. Something needs to change. Something needs to shift. So, for example, growing up, I didn't really, I can't tell you that I knew much about trauma growing up. It's in
Mm.
my adulthood that I started
Mm.
knowing what emotional trauma means
I
and the
think
fact
many
that
of us fall
you
in
can
that
actually
category.
heal from it. Yeah.
Mm.
And that was when I started understanding the kind of trauma that I also experienced. And these things, we don't even call them anything. We
Very true.
just think, oh, life just happened. But then it is shaping how your brain works. It is shaping how you view the world. It is shaping your perception of yourself and even others. So, like I was trying to explain, upbringing wasn't that. I didn't come from a very, would I say, financially buoyant family, right? Like so many people. So it was a lot of being sent out of school for not my parents not being able to pay school fees.
Mm.
It was a lot of back and forth with okay, sometimes if there was a term I wasn't in school, then I we also had an experience where our things were thrown out of the house, were sent away. You know, when you had policemen coming to your house and just flinging because there was a quick
Wow.
notice to
Wow.
leave.
Wow.
I grew up having all of these experiences.
Mm.
But then I just took it, oh, life just happened. But gradually, this thing shaped me into me doubting myself and thinking, you know what? Do you really think anything good can come out of you? You're not
Mm.
from all this very wealthy family. This is who you are. That picture will play in your head, and you begin to think, oh, I'm less of who I am. And so many times you lose confidence because you don't want to dare. You just think you will fail each time you try. And then after that was me also experiencing a very terrible riot in the northern part of Nigeria where my family lived at the time.
Okay.
Gunshots, burning
Wow.
houses, even having to see corpses on the way, on the roads. So all those things added up to traumatize me so much that I didn't even know. I just realized you see me on the outside, I was doing well academically, but deep inside there was that self-doubt. There was that thing like, why is life treating me this way? But then as I journeyed growing myself, my personal development journey, I realized that yes, these things happened. They were not my fault, but I can take power back from these experiences
Mm.
and
Mm.
begin to rewrite my life story.